What's up, y'all? King JB, MMA King back. It's going to be my last video of the day. Well, go ahead and look at UFC 144. It's going to be in Japan. Definitely good to see the UFC go back to Japan. I'm excited about it. Of course, my boy Rampage is fighting, so that kind of adds to it. Real quick, man, I got to say, every now and then we get a card that is considered card of the year. This could very well be that, because from top to bottom, the whole fucking thing is stacked. I don't even think my preview can do it justice, to be honest. It's just that huge. Big ups to the MMA Fit Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. Big ups to them. Make sure if you guys are in that town in the Midwest, go check them out. They're in Washington Square Mall. Definitely check them out. Also, whatyourfight.com. Darren Clark over there got some huge things going. Wonderful workouts. Go check them out, man. Big ups to our sponsors. No question about it. Let's go ahead and move on, though. No time to bullshit, man. UFC 144. It's gonna be a big one, man. It's February 26th in Japan. Let's go ahead and get right into it, okay? Starting off the night, we got a 135 fight with Takeya Mizugaki and Chris Carrioso. It's gonna be great. Mizugaki's 15-6. Chris Carrioso is 12-3. There was a period of time where Mizugaki was considered one of the best in the class. I remember when he fought Uriah Faber, a lot of people was hype on him. I think he's going to go back to being considered solid. I do think he'll get this win over Carrioso, however you pronounce his name. I got Takeya Mizugaki pulling out possibly a decision win on this one, but I think he'll get it. Maybe a submission, maybe a knockout. I don't know, but I think he's going to get it. Ricky Fukuda, 17-5. Steve Cantwell, 7-5. Cantwell has just sucked recently. He just sucked. I can't even believe he's had some of the battles he's had with Brian Stann, but Cantwell sucks. I think Fukuda is going to win this any way he wants. It's a middleweight fight, for those that don't know. I got Fukuda winning this fight pretty easily, actually. Maybe submission, I don't know. Kid Yamamoto and Vaughn Lee. Vaughn Lee's 11-7, Yamamoto 18-5. Good to see Kid Yamamoto get another shot, man. That's 135 division. I think he's going to pull it out. I think we're going to see a knockout. Vaughn Lee, he's kind of being fed to the shark in Japan. So I think Yamamoto is going to pull out a knockout here. Anthony Pettis and Joe Luizan, man, this is a great fucking fight in the lightweight division. Major fight in the division. 12-2 Anthony Pettis. Luizan's 20-6. Luizan coming off that huge win over Melvin Gillard. Pettis, obviously, coming off his loss to Guida, and a lot of people are hype on Anthony Pettis. I've been saying personally that I think he's overhyped, and this is going to be another example. I think Joe Luizan is going to pull out a decision win here, maybe a submission, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with a decision here. And finally, the Pettis hype train will be derailed. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate on this comment. I know for some reason everyone likes Pettis because of that fucking Showtime kick on Ben Henderson. That's it. That's his claim to fame. He is great. I think he'll always be a competitor in the division. But I've been loving Joe Luizan for years now. I think he's definitely one of the best at 155. I think he's going to prove it in this major fight. In my opinion, the best featherweight in the world, not named Jose Aldo, is Hatsuyoki. He'll be fighting Bart Palazewski in a major fight. Hioki's 25-4. Bart Palazewski's 34-13. Big ups to Bart, man. He's got knockout power, but I just don't think he's going to knock out Hioki. I think he's going to get either tapped out or Hioki's going to pull a decision. Honestly, if I had to pick, which I obviously am having to pick, I'm going to pick a decision win for Hioki. I think Hioki is... at this stage, with some of this higher, bigger competition, this isn't Japan. This isn't. Obviously, this is the UFC. It's going to be a little harder to finish guys here. I got Hioki winning this by decision, but I do think it's definitely time to consider a possible Hioki Aldo fight. I know that's what they're building up to anyway. Let's just get it done. Everybody wants to see it. Most people consider Hioki number 2 in the featherweight division in the entire world anyway. Let's just do it. Yushin Okami's back, 27-6 in the middleweight division, fighting Tim Boesch, who's been amazing since going to 185. He's 14-4. Let's be honest though, Okami, man, he's the cream of the crop. Yeah, he looked bad against Anderson Silva, but I don't know who doesn't look bad against Anderson Silva. I think Okami will pull out a decision win here. I don't expect a finish at all. Good to see Okami fighting in Japan though. Another guy, man, the best lightweight of all time, Takanori Gomi. 32-8, stepping in there with Ijin Mitsuoka. I don't know shit about Mitsuoka. I ain't gonna front. I do know that Gomi's the shit. He's got knockout power. I know he's been kind of fading as of late in the UFC in America, but this is in Japan, baby. Takanori Gomi is taking the win by knockout. Oh, Yoshihiro Akiyama getting another shot. He has dropped. He is 170 now. It is good to see him make this move to see where he can go from here. He's 13-4, but he's fighting one of the best welterweights probably of all time. Jake Shields, 26-6. Akiyama's great, but in front of his own crowd, he's going to get manhandled here. I got Jake Shields winning this, probably by decision or some. I'm going to go with decision. I think we're going to see quite a few decisions in this card. But I think Jake Shields is going to pull this out by decision. Probably 30-27, dominant win. Mark Hunt, big man. Good to see him back. He's 7-7. Unfortunately for him, he's fighting Czech Congo, 27-6. Mark Hunt is definitely, he saved his job many, many times. I think this will be it for him, though. I love Mark Hunt, but Czech Congo, man, he's a beast, man. I think Czech Congo is very, very, very underrated as a heavyweight. I've always liked Czech Congo. In fact, I remember playing UFC 2009, and he was my favorite guy to play with on the game, man. I just, his kickboxing's outrageous, man, and I think he can pull this one off. So I think Congo will probably, I'm going to go with a TKO victory over Mark Hunt. Worst case scenario, decision. All right, the co-main event, we got Rampage, my boy, 32-9, 205 pounds, against Ryan Bader, 13-2. Bader's been on a horrible streak. Honestly, I know everybody thinks Bader's going to wrestle Rampage to death. I really wish that Rampage would stop taking these fights with these fucking wrestlers. It makes him look bad. Everybody's saying Rampage is done for because he keeps taking these fights with these wrestlers, and you know what they do. They expose the fact that he's not a wrestler. With that being the case, though, Tito Ortiz almost knocked Ryan Bader out. If that's the case, I'm sure Rampage Jackson's going to knock Ryan Bader out. I'm picking KO of the night, Rampage Jackson, second round, maybe even first. Knockout of the night. We're going to see Rampage get his first knockout in years. Can't wait. Frankie Edgar, main event, Benson Henderson for the lightweight title. Frankie Edgar's 14-1, Ben Henderson's 15-2. I've been saying Ben Henderson will be the next lightweight champion. I'm going to say it again. Ben Henderson wins this fight. How does he win it? Decision. I think this is going to be a hell of a fight. Potential fight of the year candidate. I know everybody. I will say this: if Frankie Edgar finds a way to win this fight, he's borderline best lightweight of all time if he keeps going. And he's just amazing. But Ben Henderson, man, it's his destiny. His length, his reach, his agility, his takedowns, his submissions, his striking. Ben Henderson, I think, right now could possibly be, outside of Gilbert Melendez, the best lightweight in the world. We'll find out, I guess, at UFC 144. So I am picking the upset. I am picking the new champion, Ben Henderson, over Frankie Edgar. I know a lot of you guys are going to talk shit. A lot of you people disagree. That's fine. I want to hear your opinion. UFC 144, I'm going to predict right now, will end up being in the top 3 cards of the entire 2012 year. Maybe number 1. I think we're going to see some outstanding knockouts. Even the fights that go to the decision are going to be great. So I do want to hear you guys' opinion, though, man. UFC 144, these events are just getting better and better. It's good. There was a lot of free shows, so we had a couple off-balance shows. But I think 144 is going to put us back on track. All right, with that being said, King JB, MMA Kingdom. Go check us out, the MMAKingdom.com. Google MMA Affiliates Radio, X Factor Radio. We back, bitches. Let's do this thing.